Sergeant Slaughter's reign as the WWF champion is going to be just like,
I can understand.
you know what, brother?
I want to wrestle you so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 203, Thunder in Paradise. Yeah, that's right. There's so much trouble. The honeymoon is over, boys and girls. Yeah. We're back in the saddle again. I hope everybody enjoyed last week's episode of the JPDUB with drummer Pete Campbell from legendary doom metal artist Pentagram. It's fucking awesome. Me and Bodie got to chop it up with him about some metal and surprisingly some pro wrestling. So you'll be seeing his face on this program coming soon.
So
right now, if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, share with your friends. And I guess now we have like a super chat thing going on. So I think now you can donate like $1 if you want to us. You know,
I like
maybe
that.
go buy a Love Rose or something with it.
Adam Rose.
Leave some cool emojis. Whatever you want to do.
Poo emojis.
Yeah, you guys can be a part of the fucking
That's
show
fun.
now.
Live it up down there in the chat, y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to all y'all down there. I love you guys. You guys are the best ever.
Fuck yeah. They like us and we love
Aw.
them. I want to give another shout out real quick to our new sponsor, Slowpoke Toys. Slowpoke Toys. Hit them up, slowpoketoys.com. A lot of cool shit for fans of indie wrestling. You know, toys you never knew you needed until you did. So hit them up.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll be here.
Follow their socials too. Hit them up on their socials, man. Follow them.
Please.
Got good stuff.
Please, it would behoove us for you to do that for us and for them. Yeah. All you gotta do is follow them on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and visit slowpoketoys.com. Yeah, get yourself some cool shit if you like indie wrestling.
As easy as that.
That's right, brother. Now, wait, one more thing before we move on. September 24th, Black Label Pro, TurboGraps 24. TurboGraps24.com is where you can get tickets. It's fucking insane. Crazy original tournament that Black Label Pro is throwing on. You got Marco Stunt, you got Big Damo, you got Sky Blue, you got shit, man. There's so many I can't even fucking think of. Calvin Tankman, and the list goes on and on. If you can't fucking get tickets, you're not in the Northwest Indiana area, you can stream it via IWTV. That's Independent Wrestling TV. Black Label Pro, they're our homies. Homegrown promotion. Check them out.
Good peeps.
That's right. And Bodie, real quick before, you know, because not only are we the master of segues and cheap plugs that aren't paid, besides slowpoketoys.com,
Kings,
little Three Floyds giant zombie dust I'm going to enjoy. So, you know, while you're in the chat, tell us what you're drinking, because I know a couple of you guys, like, you know, Alexander the Great. What up, you motherfucker?
What's up, Alex?
I know the homies.
Who are you?
Fucking the homies from the STD podcast.
STD in the house.
Degenerates. They'd be drinking, smoking, all that stuff. But I'm going to enjoy a little bit of this Three Floyd Zombie Dust, which is one of my favorite IPAs.
Yes.
In my original Batman Forever Two-Face Crystal Mug.
Yeah.
From fucking McDonald's. Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. I'm drinking my water out of my cool little silver thing that's not really showing up on camera because, anyways, it keeps my water cold for a long ass time and I like it. And I stole it from Starbucks. I mean, I bought it from Starbucks when I worked there. When I used to work there.
What's that catchphrase? What's that thing you like to say? There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Fuck yeah. Speaking of there you go, here's another great segue. Let's fucking move right into it, Bodie.
Yeah.
Let's get into the segment that everybody knows, everybody loves, a little bit of that puff, pass.
I got some sticky with this too. These are really sticky buds. Yeah, let's get right into it, man. You ready? You ready to just chop it up?
I'm ready to take a slow ride, brother.
Let's do this. All of you out there are gonna love this. I got some super sexy topics for this, and you guys out there too. Why don't you put it down in the chat? Do you guys puff or pass? You know, say why or why not. Let's be interactive. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's lead it off with the big ass elephant in the room right now.
Jesus.
You gonna puff or pass that CM Punk has overstayed his welcome?
Excuse me, I'm choking so hard.
Choke on that, dude. Oh,
yeah. Oh man, that was a monstrous fucking puff, brother. I'm puffing that shit till I fucking die, dude. And I know we've briefly talked about this. You know, the way we release episodes, we don't always have the time to catch it right when shit happens. You know, and plus we do other shit that we're interested in because sometimes this wrestling game can be a little bit toxic.
Usually,
but dude, yeah, get him the fuck out of there, dude. I was just telling the guy today, like, you didn't really hear much backstage, not to say that there maybe wasn't any behind closed doors, but you didn't really hear about much backstage drama until he got there. And dude, It's just gotten to the point of ridiculousness. Shout out to my homie Zach Gaja. He's become like a closet wrestling fan over the last couple of years, and he's always texting me about weird shit. And he's like, dude, if I see another elite, fucking poster or whatever about this shit that's going on, dude. He's like, I'm fucking over it. I was like, well,
you're not kidding,
dude. Yeah, don't listen to our show, Zach, because I was like, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you said, the elephant in the room, man. Dude, to me, CM Punk is he's fucking toxic, you know? And I've said I've never been a fan of the guy, but it was cool to see him when he came back because I thought, hey, you know, wrestling fans have been clamoring for this for years now, 7 years to be exact. He went and did MMA, tried his hand at that. Much respect to that, but, you know, we all know what happened there. You got served. And, blisters and bruises in the face.
Right.
Who's Michael Jackson? CM Punk knows.
Yep. Yeah, he does. I'm right there with you, man. I am puffing and puffing and puffing and puffing. And you know what? I am a Punk fan. I like Punk. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and be a turncoat. I'm going to tell you all how it is. You know, how it is with me. I do like Punk. After this bullshit, I lost a lot of respect for that dude. Now, I'm not saying that maybe it's not all his fault or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not backstage. I'm just here talking and through a microphone. Yeah. I just see what I've seen on the internet and the dirt sheets, and who knows if that's even close to true. Who knows? But there's a lot of corroborating evidence that says this is kind of what happened, and you can kind of go from there. Yeah. You said it, dude. You hit it right on the head. You didn't hear about shit until he got involved. And then all this little stuff came in. And then I'm starting to think, I'm like, there's a lot of truth in a lot of these promos from Kingston, Moxley, you know, Page, Hangman Page. And some people can sit here and say, hey, you know, Page fired the first shot. He might have on TV, but it didn't come across what Punk did to Page and call him out. You know, Punk was calling him out where Page, they were working a program together, and he kind of said something about workers' rights, and it was a little slip in there. And Punk was just, you know, black and white about it. He's like, hey, this is what's going on. You come out here, that's coward shit. Come out and fight me. And when they're not ready for that. So I think who knows, Punk could have, a lot of this, like I was saying, there could be a lot of truths. They're all saying that backstage, you put on a great face out here for the fans, for TV, for everybody, but backstage is a whole different story. And you know, Punk does have his supporters, have his fans, and with this whole bullshit that's going on with the scrum that happened after the scrum.
Now, what shit audio they had on that scrum too? Everybody sounded like they were in witness protection.
Yeah, kidding. Yeah, totally, except for Punk.
Yeah, no, his voice was
crying.
Yeah, dude. And here's the thing: you said it, man. Like, you're a fan of the guy, but this ruins, you know.
Ruins a lot.
For me, it's the same as finding out, like, dude, my hero as a kid, Hulk Hogan, what he is, what everybody says he's truly like as a person and a politicker and shit backstage. It's like, God damn, you wish it wasn't true, but hey, man, this is the really fucking real world, man.
Exactly. You know,
you know,
And
what are you going to do about it? You got to lose respect for him, you know, and that's
exactly
my question, like to everybody out there, like you guys in the comments and shit, and listen wherever you get your podcast right now. Let us know. What do you guys fucking think? You know, I mean, especially if you're fans, this was a huge moment for wrestling that all of a sudden became like the most toxic thing in wrestling in the last several years.
So bad. Yeah. And like I was saying, we don't know the specific details, but Punk was in the wrong for coming out and airing that shit. And then he's always saying, hey, come knock on my door. Let's talk. You know, maybe they tried that before. You know, who's to say they didn't try that before?
And you see conflicting reports that supposedly
and practice what you preach, Punk. Practice what you preach. If you had a problem with Page, you could have went Hangman Adam Page and done the same thing. Knock on his door and ask, what the hell's up?
Yeah.
Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, it's fine. But like you see all these conflicting reports that, you know, Punk threw the first punch. Then it's all of a sudden, you know, the Young Bucks were pounding on the door and
kicking the door.
The first, punch or whatever. And it's like, whatever. And then I see a lot of these fans and shit, these toxic ass fans, dude, in the so-called wrestling community. They're like, Jesus. The fucking elite are in it for themselves and they're fucking booking themselves as champions and this and that. Bro, they weren't fucking champions for what, over a year? Because they were putting other people over. You like, and not, you know, they're gonna have the belts at some time. I mean, let's face it, they're the reason this company fucking exists.
Right.
And even that aside, dude, like I said, and you said it too, we aren't there. We don't know them personally. But, you know, I wore my fucking Golden Lover shirt tonight in support of one Kenny Omega because, I mean, that dude's partially responsible for, like, the interest in pro wrestling in the last 5 years, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't know what is true, and it's very easy for people to jump on a fucking hate train, whether it's for the elite, against them, for Punk, against them. All we try to go off of is what may or may not be factual by what we've seen and what we've read. And are any of those credible sources, you know?
Right,
any of them have journalistic integrity? Huh? Nick Hausman, what up?
Hausman.
Did you and Punk go over that shit backstage beforehand? Like, what?
Punk was looking for a fight.
Yeah.
There was something there, man. Like, he must have been stewing on this for a while. Like, because a lot of what he said wasn't, like, on the spot. It was like, you could tell, like, he's been thinking about it for a long time.
Right back to the Colt Cabana thing. And I'm like,
nobody said anything about Colt Cabana.
Yeah. And speaking of Colt Cabana, Coca-Cola, dude, I'm going to try to get him on the show. So hopefully we can have him on here to entertain everybody here. Cause he's going to be in my neck of the woods doing a comedy show here soon with one of my good friends. So
awesome.
Hopefully that fucking happens. But dude, yeah, he just to kind of cut Punk off here. Cause dude, motherfucker ain't worth my time now. And yeah, he's done some things and made, you know, some numbers, drew $1 million house, you know what, but so did Forbidden Door. And he wasn't nowhere near that.
No,
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever. I don't want to be on the bitching side or anything, but to me, looking in as a guy who loves professional wrestling and loves that company, you don't need that shit. You know, you don't need the toxicity. And when are fucking people going to wake up? You know?
Exactly, man. My last thoughts on this would be, everyone knows what happened and what's going on. I want to see resolution from this. I don't think you can bring Punk back after this, even with him being out 6 to 8 months with a tricep injury. How do you bring him? There's
the other side of that too.
Yeah. How do you bring him?
Dude, he's hurt again.
Again. So you've had 2 title reigns with what, 6 days to them total? I don't know. At this point, he's a liability in the ring. Yeah, I see you want to put the title on him, and why wouldn't you want to? You know what I'm saying? Big draw. He's a draw. Name
big draw, little dick.
Exactly. So yeah, you put the title on, but now you put the title on him twice, and look what's happened. I mean,
and then that title. That's why you could see on what was it, Dynamite? And by the way, I gotta give them their props for that Dynamite follow up after all this malarkey was well done, and you got guys. Because instantly I'm thinking, I was like, dude, you're taking the prestige of this fucking belt down.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's why you got guys like Moxley and Jericho and Danielson all talk about this shit now, you know, saying the importance of it. And if you look during Danielson's match, you know, the before and after, how he's just looking at the belt, like, that's what they're chasing. That's part of the story, right? You know, it's got to have some, it is a prop, but Dude, it's a major problem. It's a major piece of the puzzle because other than the story, why do these guys hate each other? What is the reason for them fighting? Like in MMA or in the NFL or MLB or any sport, what is the reason for them to even play it? It's
a prize, man.
Fucking championship. It's called gold.
And the money.
Unless you're in hockey, then you get a fucking chrome cup
and the
silver
money.
Cup, silver
yeah.
Cup.
Yeah. And if you're Tony Khan, I felt bad because a lot of people have been dragging him, but like if you're sitting there and Punk start cutting this promo and you're like taken off guard. You see those
like
you should
still shots of him, dude, where he's like,
like
he looking like buckwheat, dude. He's so
exactly. Like, he's stuck in the middle because he I don't even have to explain it. He's stuck right in the middle. So he's saying this stuff and like, I feel like maybe you should have cut him off, but he was taken off guard. He was probably like, whoa, what the hell? What do I do? Kind of thing. But you know what you do?
He's stuck in that position for the first time.
Yeah.
Like it's been all like I said, like the first
happy-go-lucky
years now. Yeah, it's been the honeymoon. It's been everybody seems like they've been getting along and
real stuff going on.
Yeah. But what's your form of conflict resolution? And I think that'll define Tony going forward. People were even booing him when he was fucking announcing they stripped the fucking belts of shit. I'm like,
strip them all, make it fair.
You have to. I mean, like I said, we weren't there. We don't know.
No.
Personally, whoever threw the fucking first punch, in my opinion, should be penalized.
Right.
Whether that's the fucking Bucks. I mean, they all should be penalized, dude, because no matter what, you're gonna have Punk come back, and I guarantee there'll probably be some more toxic bullshit going on. And it's just like, dude, Punk, I'm sorry, best in the world moniker's a little old, dude. You're in a fucking talent pool full of wrestlers that will blow you out of the water. He's mid-tier wrestler now.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't believe me? Ask Eddie Kingston.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what, TK? You know what you do? You lean on William Regal. You lean on William Regal, the most respected man in that locker room. No offense to anyone else there, but William Regal won't steer you wrong. You know what I mean? Like if I was Tony, I would be like, hey, help me here. I'd say you get rid of his ass. I don't think you can have him come back, but hey, I'm not the booker. I'm not the one that owns the company. Yeah. Personally, I don't want to see him back. You don't practice what you preach and you spew a lot of bullshit. Lost a little respect for you, bud, but even Bobby Fish too. Bobby Fish was even dishing out like, hey, this is how he is. He's a
yeah, dude. This is Triple H was trying to say that years ago, and he was trying to be nice about it. Like maybe, and he got popular because it was cool for WWE fans, especially like diehards that were like, man, this product's real shit and stale. Wow, this guy's actually going out of character, breaking kayfabe and shitting on it. Okay, that was cool. But now it's like, dude, I don't get it. We're spending too much time on it now.
Exactly. Yep. Play with the team.
He's a Cubs fan. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Sorry for our loyal listeners that are Cubs fans.
AEW was good without him, and they'll be good after him.
For sure.
Yeah, they'll be okay. You were okay before. You'll be okay after. Yeah, get Oldberg. That son of a bitch.
I was joking.
Unbelievable. Yeah, let's move on. Enough of that shit. Guys, chat it up down there what you think. We're going to move on.
We interrupt this wonderful episode for a short word from our shoot sponsors. Check out Slowpoke Toys to see an ever-expanding collection of toys and collectibles. Treat yourself and get something for you. Need to get a gift for a special somebody, a buddy, a friend, a loved one, a coworker? It doesn't matter. Visit slowpoketoys.com, the manufacturer of toys and collectibles you never knew you needed.
Speaking of AEW, and speaking of all this kind of leads into this. Would you puff or pass that trashing AEW is the cool thing to do now? Where it used to be WWE?
Puff on that very hard because not too long ago, for years, it was the same for TNA Impact Wrestling, and I mean, of course, WWE got their shit talk or whatever, but I still don't feel like they ever got anything like these companies have. Maybe I'm wrong and I just didn't see it. I mean, you kind of either liked it or you didn't watch anymore. You didn't care, like, and at the WWE was putting on a bad product at the time, so it's kind of weird. AEW wasn't really putting on a bad product. You just got this bad backstage bullshit that even if that shit was a fucking work or something, I would have been like, man, it's just not an appealing angle to me. It's like, you want to be WCW towards the end? There you go. Book yourself hey, bro, a fucking Russo
pushing it over here, bro. Hey, bro, you're pushing it over here.
But yeah, they're hating extremely hard because it's easy to do. And we try to be like those guys right there in the middle. I feel, it's like, hey, man, either like it or I don't. I don't want to shit on anybody. I'll shit on somebody right now for anybody that watches that WrestleLamia channel and like posted, what was it? And it was WWE, 10 or 15 people they need to fire right now. And I'm like, think about it. That's fucked up. Like, really, like those people with families and jobs and shit need to fire.
Right, exactly.
Maybe verbalize that a little bit different. 10 people that maybe should do something else or go to a different company or whatever.
Or need to step it up a little.
Yeah. Let me compile my list of the asshole fucking media, whether it's in wrestling or anywhere.
Thank you. Yeah.
And fucking, they should lose their jobs. Listen,
yes.
Suck it and see.
Boom. Yeah. I'm with you on that. You passed it right over here after you puffed on it. Now I'm going to puff heavily on it too, because of course it's in right now. And especially with all this fuel to the fire, those jabrones out there, those marked ass busters are going to hate. And why not? Because, Triple H took over the E, and that, it's improving, but now people just want to hate on something else now. So they're going to go over here and hate. And, there have been haters before that. There'll be haters during, there'll be haters after. But no, it just seems like they're coming out of the woodwork now. And like all of a sudden everyone hates the Bucks, Omega, and Tony Khan. And, there's no stars in that show and all the belts are worthless. And I remember I saw something not long ago. It said AEW has like 13 belts right now. And I'm like, so? They do. Yeah. Who cares? Some of them are not even, some of them are Ring of Honor. There's whatever ones were up there too. I'm like, that's not even like their title, but whatever. So
okay. Buy your own promotion, book your own shit.
F it. I think it's stupid. I don't know the reason for all the hate, for why it's all of a sudden cool. Just because your hero CM Punk went on record and said it was, and you're still in your mom's basement at 49 and doing nothing and trying to be awesome on the internet. And
as Charlie Murphy, aka
paying $1,000 for a guest on your podcast that no one listens to. Oh my God. Did I just take a shot at people? Oh my God.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry, not sorry.
As Charlie Murphy, aka Buck Nasty, once said, holla at your boy.
I like your boy, Buck Nasty. Buck Nasty's mama's water dish. Oh man,
what was that skit? Real quick, we'll break out into the Chappelle Show real quick, dude. Where he's like, me and Brad were just listening to
the player hit his ball.
The player hit his ball, and he's talking about they're up for the award for Hater of the Year, and Buck Nasty like knocked his best friend's wife up, and then let the dude raise the kid, and that's what he's
holla at your boy. Classic. Yeah. Just as classic as Handyman you threw to me.
Oh yeah, dude.
That was great.
I was going real deep on some 24/7 in living color.
In living color.
It was great. No commercials.
That's the good stuff.
No nothing too, dude. It seemed like every episode was, man, they really only had like 20 minutes of programming, if that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude. And Living Color was my jam. Still is. So many great characters. So many great comedians came out of there.
Dude,
such a great show.
Jim Carrey, man, that physical comedy and shit, like,
Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah, dude, we could keep going. That could be a no holding episode, so we better stop before we get out of here.
Right? What else you got for me to either puff or pass?
Here you go. I mean, not all these are AEW, but I figure if we're talking about it, there's some other stuff to bring up here. How about this? All right. AEW's women division is lacking the definitive crowd face, the fan favorite, somebody they can get behind. You puffing or passing on that? They got the heels, but they don't have a definitive face.
I'll puff on that, dude. I'll puff on that. I think that division is that's still it's been a work in progress since day one. I think they fixed the major problem that people were bitching about early on as far as roster goes. Yeah. Now you got some fucking talented women, but they're not getting a lot of TV time. And said it before, dude, like Dark and all that, it's cool. It's a YouTube show.
Right.
And do you not think that some of these women are ready? Maybe that's the case. I don't know. I'm not there booking, but dude. Yeah. Who is the definitive face? Because I'll tell you right now, like, man, Thunder Rosa thing is kind of a flop.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
I don't know if people would be happy if Britt won it again.
But been there, done that.
Yeah, been there, done that. Like, where do you go from here? The crowd in Chicago was very much alive for Jamie Hayter, and they ignored him.
Yeah,
but we listen to the fans.
we do. We do.
I heard this somewhere else once.
Yeah, I did too. That's why we're getting an acclaimed rematch here. But yeah, I puff on it, dude, heavily, because they are lacking that star power there. Toni Storm's the champ. A lot of people like her, but she's not getting, I'm gonna say it, Becky Lynch size pops when she was the man, or somewhat Ronda Rousey when she was out there, Charlotte when she was. I mean, you can keep going and going.
Here's the thing, dude. If Tessa Blanchard didn't fuck up and have all her drama behind her,
exactly,
she would have been the perfect one to come in and like really spearhead what they seem to be all about.
Yeah. And I think there is cases to make for Chris Statlander. She's hurt twice now. This is the second time she's gotten hurt. She's had steam, but a lot of people love her. Hikaru Shida. I don't think she has the massive pop behind her, but I don't think anyone would complain if she had the title. I don't think anyone would complain.
But you got to think though too, like,
but she's already been the champ too, though.
Yeah, and how they're booking, especially now, like how Tony, at least I would think his thought process is like, look, got a new TV deal coming up. Yeah, we're making money, but it obviously needs to be more. They need their champions got to be the super crossover appeal. Just like that's why WWE works so well, because dude, you mentioned a Becky Lynch and all this and that. Well, Becky Lynch was, I think, just interviewing Brad Pitt or somebody for that new movie he's got out. Like they're doing. I'm not saying they got to do that exact same shtick, but you need someone that has that major mass crossover appeal.
Right, exactly.
Like I saw Britt Baker was at the Cobra Kai premiere. Like,
yeah, she's friends with them. She's at the Steeler games.
Yeah, shit like
that college games.
But I still don't feel like you said there's no major stars in their women's division, but yet it also feels like they haven't really tried to build them. So
I agree. That is a hot take, dude. That's a hot box right there. That's what we're gonna call that, dude.
Yeah, I went from puffing to going straight in the hot box,
gas masking it, dude.
Gas masking it.
Yeah, Britt, like you said, Britt Baker. I'm gonna put it this way: Britt Baker and Jade. They're heels, but the crowd loves them. You're not.
And Jade's
it's cool
still
to like
green
heels.
as
she is green.
Is She-Hulk herself?
There's still some slip ups in her matches. She looks like $1 million.
But she does have superstar appeal to her.
She is a superstar, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's a heel. You need that white, like Stone Cold always says, that white meat baby face.
Yeah, vanilla.
You need some of that, man. You need someone, I got an idea. How about Abaddon?
Shut up.
Gotcha, dude.
I had to throw it in there somewhere. Abaddon, like she's running for president or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I would love to see that. Hey, Abaddon's undefeated in 2022. She's got like 4 losses total, and she's not in any type of
she's only had like
anything.
2 matches. She's in
dark and stuff. Well, no, she's like 38-4 or something. I'm like, all her matches are on dark elevation.
They're Goldberg inflating those matches, aren't they? Like the streak is now 370.
Have her terrorize Jade. Screw it. But yeah, that's a puff. You people out there, what are you thinking? AEW doesn't have that, white meat baby face in the women's division. I don't think they do. I think they have potential stars. They have potential stars that you need to build up. I think if Jade straightened it up a little bit, like tightened up in the little ring, and they flipped her as a face, that could work, because there's a lot of people that love her. I like her a lot, but
yeah, I do too. Wasn't a fan really at first. Like hey man, I'm a sucker for good physique, dude.
Right.
She looks like $1 million, dude. Oh, she's got that. She just got that mentality. You could tell she belongs in like the big time, doing shit. Now it's just you got to hone that in ring shit, because I saw, see a lot of slop in some of these marquee matches, and you just can't have that.
No, you can't. All right, moving on. So, I'm on AEW again, but I like this one right here.
Remarks.
Pac beat Sabian, and that was his 4th title defense for the All Atlantic title. Yeah. That was the first in the States, though, at All Out on the buy-in, whatever they called it. I forgot what they call it, 0 hour. I don't know. You guys can correct me down in the chat. Yeah. So Pac beating Sabian was the 4th defense, the first one in the States. Are you going to puff or pass on the title not always defended on AEW programming? So puffing is you like that. Passing means I'm not
I'm
too sure about that.
I'll puff on it. Yeah, it's the whole reason for the belt, And he can go to any overseas promotion and take AEW the brand there and have a belt there, and a badass fucking wrestler and personality like Pac is a superstar, dude, to back it up, like, and newly crowned fucking trios champion as well with Death Triangle. Like, dude,
He's
we
a
called
monster.
it. Remember,
we called it. Yeah,
I would seeing it on paper though. I'd be like, it makes sense to give them the belts because, dude, they're all over. They're fucking workhorses, like they ain't causing no drama.
They rarely put on bad matches. Yeah, they ain't causing drama backstage. You said it, dude.
And I'm sorry, like, still, like, out of a lot of people's finishers and shit, like, dude, that Black Arrow is
it's so sick, dude.
That's insane.
He's got so much torque on that too.
Yeah.
It's just like insane. Yeah, like you said.
It reminds me. I mean, it's so. Maybe it's even better than the Spiral Tap. AJ's.
Oh,
that was a fucking good one.
It was. It was a good one. Yeah. I was like you. I didn't know. I was like, it smelled stinky. So I took a hit on it. I puffed on that. I think that's cool. I remember that back in the day in the E. They used to do that. Title would change hands at a house show. Like, whoa, something like that, where he's defending it overseas, which is where it should be because it's the All Atlantic. Or
the only thing I think that's bad about that is it kind of, when you say you're, are you AEW champion or are you AEW world champion? Because I know, it may sound like it's not a big deal, but it is. Because to me, AEW champion, you're defending in the States. AEW world champion needs that title needs to be defended in other countries and shit too, in my opinion. Like the NWA belt was. There was a reason they had fucking flags on it, other countries. So that kind of overshadows that. To me, it makes it feel a little more important. If you want to look at, I told you the belt's a fucking prop. What does it mean? What's the story driving it? And who are the players?
Yeah. What's the prestige that comes into play with this? I think that prestige is defending it where the territory it says the belts belongs to.
Top guys,
Atlantic. Yeah,
in that territory.
Exactly.
Like that's
Sabian. Sabian came in and did the job, man. Sabian, his re-debut was beautiful. Not to get off on a tangent here, but this, he defended it against him on TV in AEW. He looked great coming out of that. I think his re-debut was perfect, and like that guy looked awesome. And him and Pac have really good chemistry.
Yeah, and you see, what's her name? Penelope Ford came back too once Kip did.
All time. And Penelope Ford has gotten a lot better in the ring. I think she could make a case to being one of the top people. She tightens it up and give her she can cut a promo. I've heard her cut a promo, so I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I like it.
And I think real quick, before we end this one, before we put this roach out,
put it out.
To me, that the other thing about the All Atlantic being defended like overseas and everywhere and against like top guys, that to me it says to me and establishes to me, mind you, that's like the workhorse championship. That's the belt below the world title, not the fucking TNT belt, because I mean that's TV title. That's appeasing
that's for the network.
Yeah. They finally have a mid-tier title singles because they haven't had that. They tried to make it the TNT belt, but I don't know. That
I see what you're saying.
I feel like that belt doesn't work for me, like that TNT.
I see what you're saying. It's the way I see it, the TNT is the version of the TV title.
It is a TV, yes, exactly. So
That's
here's finally their version of the Intercontinental.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I like it. I'm puffing on it, like I said. It's
just make sure the next guy, whoever takes it off Pac, is a fucking damn monster. Fine selection, because then I'm talking some shit.
Yep. Put it on Punk. Anyway. Dude. I forgot. Oh, if he's gonna defend it, just one thing I really want to see is commentators mention it on air. Hey, Pac defended this over the weekend or a couple weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. Just make sure it's always in the know. All right, I think we spent a lot of time on AEW. Let's move on, huh? What do you think? Get some new sticky. It's
a new day. Yes, it is.
Booty house in the house. Yeah. All right. The greatest heel ever. Puff or pass. Greatest heel ever is Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Oh.
What do you guys out there think in the chat right now while Justin's thinking? We're playing the Jeopardy theme. What do you guys think? Greatest heel ever was Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You got to remember through the whole era, the Attitude Era, even before that. And even after.
No. I'm passing on that.
Oh, he's passing. I love it.
I'm passing. And here it is. A lot of people would say yes. I mean, I won't lie. I was thinking about saying yes, but I really thought about it. And that's my downfall is like, you asked me a loaded question like that. As a true fan.
Told you they're spicy. They're sticky.
Yeah, dude. I got to look at other things. Like, to me, I mean, fuck, really? The greatest heel ever is it comes down to two people for me, either Piper or Flair. And I mean, like, you got to have those two guys at number one because for the real reason, like the true heel, like shit, like those were like the best heels ever.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like those dudes fucking piss people off and were awesome. And I'll even throw Michael Hayes up there, dude. But that's getting maybe a little too nerdy. But on the argument of Vince, that was a great story. And it drew money. It basically ensured a win in the Monday Night War. So you can argue that it is. I mean, but I'll very much, pass on that one, bro, because, dude, the Nature Boy, man.
Yeah.
Rowdy Piper, man.
Yeah. It smells like butt. He's passing on it. This one's hard, dude, because I still haven't even. Yeah. It's hard for me, man.
I gotta pass that shit. I detected some seeds and stems, brother.
Dude, got some ditch. Dude, some brickweed from back in the late 90s. Come on, man. I wouldn't say it's that bad. But dude, it's hard because I do want to puff on that because he was like, everyone hated him. And you get in the mid to late 90s, early 2000s, the whole Attitude Era, him and Stone Cold. Everyone wanted to beat their boss's ass in that day, in that time, in that era. Yeah. And Stone Cold filled that for all the working men out there. Oh, hell yeah. Drink a slug of beer, but a working man. Give me a hell yeah. Those feuds were classic. They were the best. And, dude, I hated McMahon. What a prick. I still do. No, I'm just kidding. But, he got himself some hot water. But, no, I'd like, even when they brought in the, what was it, the corporate,
ministry,
corporate ministry,
or the corporation,
it was him, Triple H, and like Stephanie, and what'd they call that? Seth was with them too. I can't remember shit. If anyone else knows, throw it down in the chat, please. I can't remember, but yeah, them. Remember, like he even then, like what he was doing with Austin Theory, like. And people are going to cheer him. People are going to sing his song when it comes out. Because how can you not sing There's No Chance in Hell?
Yeah.
That's what you got.
Like, people still do that shit with Flair and Piper. And like I said.
Exactly. And you make a great case for that. Yeah. Flair, Piper, DiBiase. I mean, even Hogan, when he was in the NWO, there's a good argument for Hogan being one of the best heels. This one's hard, man. It's
hard because it's part of like one of the greatest professional wrestling stories ever told.
Right. So. And I hate to seem like the person that likes Vaseline on toast, aka I like everything. I'm gonna, just to be devil's advocate, I'm gonna puff on it. I think he was. I think there's strong argument for Flair, huge argument for Piper, best heels you'll ever see. But I think
they were stabbed. Vince never got stabbed.
No,
I mean, he was kayfabe blown up in a fucking limo, but he was never stabbed in real life.
No, he just paid them off so he can stab them.
But didn't hit him that much.
Exactly.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. So yeah, what do you guys think down there? Put it down. Try it. While we're on WWE, which one do I want to do first? Because they kind of lead into each other here.
You need to twist one up real quick because, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I had to pass on that last little bit. My break is over.
Oh no! All right, here you go. Roman Reigns will hold the title until next year's WrestleMania. You puffing or passing on that?
Ooh, I'm puffing.
2023.
I'm puffing.
You better puff because this is the sticky.
Yeah, man, it feels real good.
Doesn't it?
I feel like I'm in the treehouse with the Rascals and RVD at the same time.
Some Marvin Gaye.
Why does it gotta be Marvin Gaye, bro?
Because I love Marvin Gaye.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be Bob Marley.
It's thinking like
Just-
6 feet under or something.
One bullet left. It's 4:40. Bigger out loud.
America, brutal.
Long way back. The new album just terrible. I'm like, dude, your vocals are blown.
Dude, what about the fucking that EP though? That was tight with like Insect on it.
Yeah,
Drowning.
That was pretty. Oh yeah, Drowning was pretty good. Drowning was pretty. You got me there. Yeah. I'm puffing. He's gonna hold that title. Why not? Let him hold it until Mania. Let him lose it at the show of shows.
To Cody Rhodes.
To Cody Rhodes. Let him lose it to Cody Rhodes. Man, the guy's. I think so far he's held it for like 742 days. That's the Universal title, the Raw title. I think he's got the SmackDown title right now for 161. Who had it before? Or I think Drew McIntyre had it for 200 some days during the pandemic.
Yeah. And
then before that title, we all know the 434 of CM Punk. Just dropping some numbers for y'all out there to just, yeah, dude, I can't even say his name without feeling dirty. That kind of sucks, man. That's weird.
CM suck.
But yeah, Roman Reigns is going to hold that title. I think he took that title 742 days. He took that title off of Bray Wyatt. I think that's who he beat for the title, and then he beat Brock at WrestleMania, I believe, for the other one. But yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Just let him hold it till Mania. I think Cody Rhodes, like you said, that'd be a good shot. I think you're good on that. Who else would take it? You know,
I know, brother.
All right, leading into the next one real quick. Here we go. Bray Wyatt will return to WWE as the Fiend.
Oh.
Puff or pass, or return in general.
I'll puff.
I'm going to say as
in
the
general.
As returns in general. As the Fiend, you're passing. But if it's return in general, puffing.
No, I'll puff on that because, I mean, you would almost think character-wise that they, in the minds of everybody, they killed that character. I mean, they literally burned the motherfucker alive.
Yes, they did.
Which, hey, man, I'll be honest. They tried to do some shit that was kind of cool. You know, whatever. It looked whatever.
A for effort.
Yeah, there you go. Why wouldn't he come back as the Fiend though, and just be billed and everything bullshit's ignored? Look at Karrion Kross. Which that's if you want to go back to the last little toke we took, Roman Reigns, you know. How are they going to work around that angle? Because Kross is coming, you know, he's coming for Roman. I know he's got like the Drew thing going on right now. So
yeah,
we'll see. It's all going to be really interesting. But I do think, man, no matter what, you keep the belt on fucking Roman and have Cody go over him.
I think
because it's two wrestling bloodlines. Like Triple H.
You're talking.
He thinks like that, dude. Like dude, man, he has a great fucking mind for the sport and the story and the history of pro wrestling. You know, like it's
prestige
fucking,
means a lot to him.
Yeah, dude, and it's great to see. In that interview he did with what's his name, R.L. Hawani.
Yep.
Dude, it was. I mean, he pretty much told you that. So why wouldn't he look at it that way? That's how I would as a wrestling fan, especially if you want to combat AEW. WWE has the power to do that because they have more of the history. And I think a lot of AEW fans, the smart wrestling fans, are there because they love nostalgia and wrestling history. And AEW has fed us so much of that. And we're about to get a fucking video game based on our childhood and the N64, you know? What does that tell you? If WWE starts doing like shit like that, then man, dude, like it's on. I'm not saying I'm not one of those guys that's gonna be like, oh, well, yeah, they're gonna put AEW out of business. I'm not saying anything like that. You know, I want them to grow. But what I'm saying is WWE will be more fun to watch again. You know, like tune in for shit like that. Give me the fucking Rhodes bloodline versus the
bloodline.
Yeah, the bloodline, the Anoa'i family.
Yeah. Anoa. Yeah, man. I'm gonna puff that he's gonna come back as the Fiend.
Why not?
Why not? Exactly. I was gonna lead somewhere with it. I'm trying to gather my thoughts and I totally forgot. But anyways, I think you got to bring him back as the Fiend. or do a 3 Faces of Foley thing with him. I think that would be cool too.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If all these huge returns for guys that you see as main event guys, and especially with the main titles being unified now, does WWE run into that problem, much like AEW, where you're bringing in all this talent and then people are going to turn around and start shitting on you because, man, Cross didn't win the title. Bray didn't win the title. Braun Strowman didn't win the title.
Yeah.
You know, like these guys you would think got to be involved. Maybe not Braun so much. I mean, who cares if he was champion? I
don't care that he's back either.
I'm not a fan of Braun Strowman.
I was never a fan of Braun Strowman.
Hey, holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy.
Right? Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Sound bit.
Yeah, holla at your boy.
But you know, I think people will definitely start shitting on that if they keep bringing all these guys back and they're not shows. Major storylines are going to have to be based around them, you would think. And if they're not, then it's kind of like,
yeah. See, I was thinking,
but they do it 3 hours on Monday night, so you got plenty of time.
Exactly. You could do a really cool turnaround and story with Reigns and Wyatt / Fiend meeting, but Reigns took that title off of Bray. Now you come full circle, Roman versus the Fiend at Mania. Would be a cool story, but the Rhodes story versus Roman is way better. I didn't even think about that until you said that. I want to see that. That's money. At that point, next Mania, what do you say? You say Reigns has the title for like 900 days or something like that now? Just short of 1,000. I don't know the math. But
you drop it on a guy, and no offense to, excuse me, Bray Wyatt or anybody else across, but that story just works. And
it works.
That's not
you bring back the winged eagle.
Yeah, that's not a guy that you not saying Roman would to any of the other guys, but you wouldn't be ashamed to end that streak, that historic run. You know, on paper, we all know what wrestling is, right? But still, you know, you can bolster, be fucking boisterous about your fucking career. And like, hey, if you were fortunate enough to be booked strong, you had to have deserved it for the most part.
And now you got Triple H running the show there. So when Cody comes back,
wrestling
in a wrestling ring for a wrestling company.
Let's wrestle.
I want you to wrestle these nuts.
I want to wrestle you so freaking bad.
Wrestle me. But I agree, man. That could be huge. What a comeback story for Cody Rhodes, man. A turnaround coming off of the pec injury. And then
the pec injury,
build up
6-7 years off, you know, still
Stardust. You know, getting lost in the shuffle and, you know, everything that he's been through, and then you come back to the E, tear your pec, but you come back and you want to go against the bloodline because you're royal bloodline.
Yeah.
Now that would
imagine
be the
how
story.
Cody's feeling now.
Yeah.
Dude, Cody, bro, none of this was of light when, you know, the WWE trouble and the Vince McMahon scandal and all that. When Cody signed, Vince went to him, you know, it was like, hey, here's the deal we want to put it was a different regime. And Cody signed with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how Cody's feeling now that he sees everything that's gone on. His hero, so-called hero, favorite wrestler, Triple H, is running creative, running the company. And those two boys together, dude, just have a love for professional wrestling in the history of the business that he's got to be excited, dude. He's got to be excited.
I would be, man.
Because he's like, hey, I left AEW. Look what's happening. This is some bullshit over there. You know that there's no one's fucking saying, hey, fucking cut it out.
I should be champion for 2 days and get hurt. Yeah, he doesn't. He kind of said something, Cody Rhodes. I think with this whole Punk thing too. I'm kind of thinking maybe that was on Cody Rhodes' mind. Like, hey, this dude's Punk, man. I can't. This guy's a chump. I got to get out of here. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but. You want to sell some WrestleMania buys and some tickets? Main event night 2, maybe night 1. I think night 2.
I hate the 2 nights.
I hate the 2 nights too. But you got a main event one of the 2 nights with this, and if you have Cody Rhodes go over. Oh my God, can you imagine the story that they're just overcoming adversity? Yeah,
that's great, dude.
There's so much there. There's a lot you can do. Yeah. Triple H, I know you're not listening, but if somebody that knows is listening,
that's a soundbite. That's a soundbite right there. Triple H, I know you're not listening, but we got our homies from the Square Table Degenerates here.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys carry some weight, man. Those guys are good shit. So put in a good word for us, y'all, STD guys. Tell Trips, book it now, book it hard, book it good.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to real quick too to Kofi Wheatston from the Dirty Heels.
Oh yeah,
drop it in, saying hi on
hell
live
yeah,
chat.
Kofi Wheatston.
Really appreciate that, motherfucker.
For sure. All right.
We interrupt this wonderful episode for a short word from our shoot sponsors. Check out Slowpoke Toys to see an ever-expanding collection of toys and collectibles. Treat yourself and get something for you. Need to get a gift for a special somebody, a buddy, a friend, a loved one, a coworker? It doesn't matter. Visit slowpoketoys.com, the manufacturer of toys and collectibles you never knew you needed.
I got like 2 more here. We're gonna wrap it up. These will be quick too, because I know we're getting to that time. But puff or pass on this, Juice. Someone, anyone, please should bring back World War III Battle Royal. The 3-ring circus. What do you think, bro?
I'm fucking puffing real hard on that. I think it could happen, man. You know, Trips has brought back the fucking a lot of WCW shit. I mean, dude, we got NXT. Halloween Havoc. Yeah. And fuck doing it even on the NXT level. Give me
the roster
WWE
on there, like
Halloween Havoc, you know?
Yeah. You could have the main roster, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. 3 rings right there. Bring in some freaking extras, you know, like is Taya Valkyrie on a contract? Hey, come in and do a one-off with us. I would love to see them start doing one-offs like that, like AEW did with Johnny, you know, and some others. Like, that would be cool. Like, oh, who's going to be in this battle royal? All of a sudden, you know.
Well, they did that with Mickey James.
Yeah,
you know,
Mickey James. Like, it's starting to, like, you know, who's going to be in the battle royal? All of a sudden, Moose shows up or something. You know, something weird. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he would, but you know,
PCO,
like PCO. There you go. PCO.
PCO.
PCO. PCO.
PCO. You're starting to PCO.
Nick Gage comes in and pizza cutters everybody.
Nick Gage will never, ever appear for WWE.
No.
But somehow he'll get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 50 years.
Exactly. Jimmy Lloyd will show up, though, because he's always in the crowd.
Yeah, he'll be
throw him in the
walker.
Exactly. Trips throw him in
that deathmatch shit. Did you see?
Tremont?
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. If you guys haven't seen that shit yet, what is it? Dan _ Randomowski or
something like that, yeah.
On fucking Instagram, or just look up Matt Tremont fucking
face injury.
Yeah, dude. His cheek nasty right here gash. Slit wide open like meat.
It's like a 2-inch gash, dude.
Hanging in his beard. Yeah. He's just
I don't know if that was the coagulated blood or if that was flesh hanging in his beard, but I was like, Jesus,
that was flesh,
gnarly. That was gnarly, dude.
I watched that thing
gnarly.
A bunch of fucking times, and it was, dude, Jeremy at work, ref Jeremy from Warrior Wrestling. He was like, he's like, come on, what is that? Why is that? Why?
That's great.
Why? I mean, but in a way, there's a little percent of me that's like,
where's the psychology?
Dude, I get it. Like, that's fuck.
That was gnarly, dude.
I guarantee you, Tremont had to be fucking pissed about that. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know him personally, but
who knows?
As long as my fucking chunks of my face ain't getting taken off, then whatever. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all for the love of the game, right?
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Everybody remember too, in case you didn't see it today on Instagram, Twitter, or anywhere, there's no condoms, only Schlack.
Yes, that's an awesome picture, dude.
Hey, go see that picture. Look up Schlack. Look at that picture. Best picture ever. Schlack. Props to you, man. That was the shit.
I was laughing about that literally right before he came on tonight.
I was like, no condoms, only Schlack.
Yeah, and go back and watch our episode with Schlack if you guys haven't watched
please do.
Yeah,
please do.
What were we puffing on again?
Oh, we were puffing on someone should bring back the World War III Battle Royale.
Oh yeah. The World War III shit. Yeah, dude. I'm totally down. Why the fuck not?
I got a puff on that, dude. If it's called World War III,
stacked on top of each other.
Oh, dude! Somebody gets tossed off the third ring,
and there's in the middle of them all is a fucking Ghostbusters pole.
Yeah,
they just
you gotta slide down to the next one if you're the only one left in the third ring.
And if you climb all the way to the fucking top, there's a Money in the Bank or some shit. Back up!
Oh man, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I think that should come back, dude. Why not, dude? I always loved watching that shit.
I was a fan.
That was so
and
cool.
If, dude, WWE starts doing shit like that too, that's fun. Like AEW does shit, you know, like I said, nostalgia. Do it one off. You don't ever have to do it again if you don't want to. But dude, when they're gonna start bringing in The only thing, like I said, I'm scared about with like AEW, if WWE starts firing all cylinders and they take AEW's audience away and no one's watching it, they're not going to have it on TV, you know?
Right.
And
And
not
you know
saying it
what?
would ever come to that. I mean, I know dude's got a lot of money, but you can have a lot of money. You ain't going to be investing it in something that doesn't make money, though, you know?
Yeah, no.
Dude, their TV, it probably costs them $500,000 every Dynamite to just do, you know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. You won't be taking me away from AEW programming. You know why? Because it is legal and it is okay to like 2 wrestling companies or more at the same time.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Ah, man. Anything else to say about that? Because I don't. I think we said it all right there. One more.
Put that fucker around.
We could do 2 more. I have one on backup, but we'll do one more. Give it to me. Give it to me. One more for sure. Impact. Most underrated wrestling show on TV right now, Puffer Pass. On TV, wrestling show on TV.
Puffing hard. I think they've been for a long time, man. I really enjoy Impact. I enjoy all the fucking storylines. We got Bound for Glory coming up in October. The shit they're doing right now, I just saw some with Violent by Design and like Eric Young's at this fucking weird, creepy house. It's this awesome vignette. It's who's the little guy? Cody Diener. He's like, he comes up to him and you think he's like quitting or something. And like, he's like, you just see Eric Young. He's like, are you sure this is what you want? He's like, yes. And he's like, what is the, mission statement or whatever? What's by design? He's like, violence. He's like, let me hear you say it louder. He's like, violence. He's like, you sure this is what you want? He's like,
oh, jeez.
Yes. And then it pans out and there's like fucking 15 other guys behind them that are like, are they recruiting? Are they going to become bigger?
Yep.
It's cool. And the PCO shit they've been doing. And
the PCO shit is awesome.
Dude, he's still doing shit with who's that one dude from ROH? Vincent.
I was just gonna say,
and the like shout out to homie PCO, by the way, because dude, like, he's awesome. Like, if you check out our Twitter feed at Juice Pro Podcast, we share a lot of stuff from our homies in different wrestling companies, so you are always up to date on news and like the badass shows that are going down on major and independent levels. So dude, I'm always sharing PCO shit. Yeah. And he just sent me one a few days ago, and it was the last vignette they did with Vincent. And
that was awesome.
The cinematography, he looks like the just old school, like Boris Karloff. I told him, I was like, brother, they got the Karloff on you, man. Like,
eyes in the back of the head.
Yeah, and like the weird greens, just the shots, the camera angles. It's so good.
Vincent, like coming out of the shadows here,
in his ear, Yeah, like,
I loved it. Dude, I loved it, man.
They're doing a lot of good shit, and you have a very fucking awesome and believable world champion in Josh Alexander, who shot out another homie from the show. You can fucking check out our episode with him too. It's pretty badass. Just go back in our
good one.
Yeah, in our fucking video playlist interviews on YouTube. Yeah.
Yes.
Josh Alexander, Juice Pro Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast.
Exactly. I'm going to share that with you too, because I believe so. I think they're underrated. I don't think they get enough credit for what they're doing right now. Storylines, matches, the in-ring action is just as good as anything that's out there right now. And they're on TV. What more? Not everybody might not have the channel that they're on, but you know what? They got a TV deal. They're on TV. They're blowing up. Access TV. They're killing it though. I mean, their pay-per-views are awesome. Their shows are awesome. They do awesome vignettes. They got great talent. Everyone there is firing all cylinders and they're working together. So that's what happens when
dude,
you work together.
You always talk to a lot of people, and Derek Martha, Ref Derek Martha is one of them that actually was around when Impact was doing the tapings and shit in Chicago, and it was like, dude, shit's fucking, everybody's cool, man. And I've read a lot of reports confirming that everybody backstage, it's kind of got maybe an old ECW vibe where it's like, hey, man, we're out to set and prove that we are fucking the best product,
Mm-hmm. And they got one of the, if not the best women's division right now.
Totally. I think so.
Totally. You want a bonus one? Should we get a bonus one for all the guys and ghouls out there?
Boner.
All right. Bonus. All right, y'all. Puffer Pass. Broken Matt Hardy needs to come back.
Puffing real hard on that shit, dude. And I think they might be leading up to that. They might be leading. Dude, we might be getting LA Knight back in WWE too.
I hope so.
Which is awesome. But yeah.
I want Eli Drake, not LA Knight. That sounds like an off-brand shoe company.
Yeah, British Knights. We all had them.
British Knights, LA Gear.
LA Gear had the license plates, dude.
Yeah, they did.
That's why I fucking wanted them. I was
You're
like,
silly. Yeah.
I want that little rubber license plate.
Yeah.
Fuck the shoe.
I almost passed on this. I'll tell you why. Because I didn't think he needed to go back to Broken Matt. And what else can he do with Broken Matt? That's why I almost passed it. I was like, I don't think he needs to come back. If he does, cool. I think there's a lot he can do still now. I think there's more that he can do now, even without bringing Broken Matt back. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, God, it'd be great to see Broken Matt again with the crowd instead of during the pandemic era.
That's exactly what you just said right there. And the reason he leaned away from that was because you couldn't, in the pandemic era, really do Broken Matt. I mean, yeah, you could do your shit where he's teleporting and you know, all that movie magic shit, but
you can do that vignettes.
Yeah. The character itself, it needed an audience, you know, and I think now's the time. And dude, it's amazing to think that that was in like 2016 or something.
Maybe
when
even earlier, 15, 14.
Did that fucking gimmick. It's been holy shit. It got used and abused in WWE. And I think he's kind of leaning towards that right now. At least I hope he is. And there's a lot of things he can do with. I do think with that character still, it's just going to be entertaining, you know. And you think of some of the other wrestlers that might be considered more entertaining or comedic wrestlers, like Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
Dude,
you know, like there could be some weird, funny, good shit done with that.
Yeah, totally. And that's why I smiled and laughed here, because when you said that, I was like, Danhausen and Broken Matt, that's money. I would love to see that. And you know what? I think AEW needs that right now. Like
they need him to lead the new House of Black.
Yes. Yeah. Broken Matt and the House of Black.
House Hardy, Broken Matt.
House Hardy, Broken House. House of Hardy. I saw that. He almost got it out the nose, dude. IPA out of the nose. Booyah, dude. There's so much good stuff that you can do with that. And like I said, I think AEW needs something like that right now, just to overshadow the, you know, just some of the other shit that happened. But yeah, I think sky's the limit. And even if Jeff gets his shit together, he comes back as Brother Nero, would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't have his shit together, but dude,
he might not. I don't know. He's who knows? We haven't gotten an update on him. You know, he's in rehab. I just heard Buff's in fucking rehab. Another, Buff. You know, we cut an episode, two-parter with Buff Bagwell. You check that out. Now I feel bad because I was fucking gargling Jack Daniels.
I know you were, dude.
And Buff's like, I wish I was there. And I'm like,
but you can't go back on that. No. Yeah. I got Puffy hard. I want to see Broken Matt, but like I said, I came close to passing that because of the reasons I stated here.
I think Broken Matt would be it would
great.
Be a fun, strange trip once again.
Right. Exactly.
Anything kind of lighthearted, or even who knows? I mean, he can go devious, he can go, you know, lighthearted. Anything to take my mind off of this shitty fucking CM Punk situation.
Thank you.
Fortunately, we're gonna have to talk about it again because when you know the fucking investigation and all that shit's done, and I just dude, we just got Kenny back, dude.
I know,
just got him back
exactly, and we just got the trios title on the Elite.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, I don't know if we see Punk get fired. I really don't. Maybe contract, maybe not renewed, because you got to think of what they got behind him. I mean, a video game. He's who's front and center on the video
CM Punk, but you can change that to Mox.
Yeah.
You can change it to Danielson.
And just
you can change it to Jericho. Yeah.
We got Owen Hart, dude, coming up.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that would be amazing. He's playable. Or Brody Lee.
Yeah.
Brody Lee. I mean, tribute, dude. But I mean, I'd say get rid of Ace Steel. But if you get rid of him, Punk's gonna just leave and turn tail because that's his boy.
Well, then let that be on him and let him show his true colors.
Exactly.
Because they could, dude. Cody Rhodes is still in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He just, you know, tuck tail and run.
Yeah, he probably would.
I don't know, man. I don't want to get back on that because I'll go on a tangent again.
I know. Well, we're trying to be a little positive here.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of positivity, let's spread a little love.
Let's
Glad
spread
everybody got home fucking safe from this year's full terror assault.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks we weren't
Looked like
there.
great
Shout out
time.
to the homies Stone, Matt Abear, bunch of the homies, dude, from Shit Life and Shock Narcotic, Putrid Pile, all of them fucking guys.
Yep.
There's too many of you to mention.
SA Sexual Atrocities jammed out there. You guys keeping the ball rolling. That's awesome. Huey, you're my guy, dude. We've been bros for years, and I'm glad that, and I'm honored that you're just filling in for me. I wouldn't want anyone else doing it. If it had to be somebody, I'm glad it's you. So just wanted to give that heartfelt shout out to my homie, Hugh, and all the SA boys, Jesse, Eric, Alex. You guys are doing it right. Keep it going. I love you guys.
Fuck yeah. Look like
there's a lot of people out there. Look like a great time.
Suicidal tendencies, dude.
Yeah, suicidal tendencies was out there. Nuclear assault, skinless, dude. Oh man,
Pig Destroyer.
Yeah, Pig Destroyer too. Yep. Yeah, Pig Destroyer was out there. Belushi Speedball.
I know everybody's all about the Belushi Speedball now.
I know, right? I was like, hey, no, this is SA's territory. We were lighting up that stage with foam and all kinds of stuff and toys and inflatables long before you guys showed up. But I'm glad you guys showed up and showed out. That was awesome. Congrats on you. Like, oh man, for sure.
Yeah, but dude, good time. I'll be at anybody in the Chicagoland area fucking this weekend. I will be at Riot Fest to fucking see OG Misfits for the third time with Glenn Danzig. Yeah. Oh, who'd have fucking thought? Plus, I get to see fucking Bad Religion too, which it's been a long time coming. I haven't seen them probably since like 2001.
Wow.
So,
that's crazy.
I've been slacking. Yeah, 7 seconds. There's some other fucking good shit, but that's really, main stage, the old punk shit. That's where I'll fucking be at.
Yeah. Yeah, you will.
If you guys want to hit me up, look for me.
Look for him. He'll be there.
Yeah.
And I want to just shameless plug again. If you haven't checked it out already, please check out the new revised JPDUB theme 2.0 that I laid down not long ago.
You heard it on JPDUB episode 17 with Pete Campbell.
Yep, it debuted there. I had a lot of fun writing that, man. Like I put my whole heart into that, especially the rewrite. I was like, dude, we're gonna go big. Yeah, we're gonna go hard,
real big, real hard, real staff.
So I hope you all enjoyed it out there. If you did, hit me with some comments. Hit us with some comments in there and give that video a like, share, and subscribe to the JPDUB if you haven't already. And check out that episode of Minnesota Pete.
Yeah, I'll probably be putting that juiceprowrestling.bandcamp.com. You can get the Juice Pro Wrestling theme on there by Pink Machines, and I'm more than likely getting ready to now upload the JPDUB theme, so you guys will be able to download it there if you like fucking listening to it while you do your extracurricular activities.
Exactly. It's tasty. Yeah. It's got tasty licks in it.
Yeah.
And your boys,
that, dude, I'm fucking stoked for, October's it's coming up. It's gonna hit us quick. We got the JPDUB 31 Days of Fear fucking returning, doing horror movies, horror games. We got some fucking awesome guests. We got some awesome episodes lined up for the month of October. I'm really fucking stoked about this. So thank you guys for tuning in once again. Please share, like, rate, review on any podcasting platform. The JPDUB podcast, Juice Pro Wrestling podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube right now, fucking super chat or whatever the fuck it's called with us. Donate a fucking $1 if you got it. You probably don't, so we won't see anything.
I don't either.
We'll still love you either way. Shop our pro wrestling tees. We got fucking t-shirts for sale.
Look at them shirts back there, man. And we got more shirts coming.
Yeah, more shirts coming. That's right.
We got more design. We got so many designs you guys don't even know.
Yeah, they don't know. But I'm a dude. Like, subscribe, share, YouTube, all that. Comment. I fucking love and appreciate the support. Maybe sometime soon we'll get Stretton back on the show. I don't know. We kind of just gave him Das Boot for a little bit because he's being a little twig,
Yeah.
Little stick boy.
He's on Punk's side. So
he is.
Punk.
He's fired. He's fired. Hey, CM Punk is fired. Oh, yeah. Remember when I tried to fire him, but he quit instead.
He took the title, went home, went in the crowd in Chicago. That's attitude, pal.
Yeah, real attitude. And then he got his ass kicked. Oh yeah, his grapefruit's pushed in. MMA, never again. Yeah, a lot of beefcakes in MMA. Beefcake. Michael Jackson. Beefcake.
Oh,
yeah.
you motherfuckers are silly. So silly. Thank you.
They're
Thank you,
crazy.
guys. We love you. Until next time, wet 'em up. Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up.
Let 'em out.
Wet 'em up.
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!